Squid Game's success speaks everything about the series. Also, not to mention, the series sequel is a lot more promising than the first one itself. When Squid Game first appeared on Netflix viewers' screens in September, the fictional story of the Korean show began when 456 desperate and debt-ridden contestants were invited to participate in a mysterious competition on a private island. The winner of a series of children's games will receive huge cash prizes. When wealthy VIPs watch, the loser will face death. The series ended with a hell of a lot of drama, and all our emotions were held back. But that wasn't the end of it. The critical fame it received was so high that it gave many content creators the chance to cover it their own way. One of whom was the famous mrbeast, who instead of covering the topic, replicated the entire series in his very own game show. Watch the video ahead to find out how he did it. Hey guys, welcome to another exciting video from our channel. How's it made? Before jumping into the video, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to our channel. Also hit the bell icon to get a notification whenever we upload a new video. That said, let's begin. Guess what? Who was inspired by the Netflix super series? YouTube star mrbeast. If you're recently spending time on YouTube, you must have come across mrbeast's amazing replication. Well, you surely would have seen many of the related videos. However, the one which attracted the eyes of most users was this very different version of Squid Game by mrbeast, which also managed to climb to the top of the charts. To no surprise, mrbeast's name or tag is enough to run a YouTube video, and hence, there is no exception why mrbeast's version of Squid Game topped the charts. In recent times, the mrbeast video, a Squid Game worth $456,000 in real life, uploaded on November 24th, has become mrbeast's most popular video with a massive 8.2 million views. Legit is unbelievable, but it's true. Speaking of the video, from setting up to examining everything about it, the video was hosted by the creator himself, mrbeast, and for a fact, real 456 contestants play the same game as the fictional Squid Game in a scene imitating a Netflix show, and received cash rewards without any harm, to be precise. Discussing mrbeast's version of the Squid Game video, it took no time for him to get 456 real participants to participate and make the video actually very successful. Although the original version of Squid Game and the derivative version of Beasts are more or less preemptive in the same intellectual property rights, comparing the differences between the two can better reflect their respective status in the global entertainment industry. To be precise, the creator of Squid Game, Hwang Dong-hyuk, seemed to endorse the video in a red carpet interview at the 2021 Gotham Awards recently. He stated, "I watched some of it, I loved it, and it helped me to promote the show too, so I want more people to do it." As we all know, it took Hwang 10 years to find a studio that was willing to create a concept for Squid Game. Part of its inspiration came from the failed strike of automaker Ssangyong to avoid layoffs after the global financial crisis in 2008. The show mainly tells the story of contestant Song Ki-hoon, a laid-off union member who fell into debt after a strike and was traumatized by police violence that ended the shutdown of the factory. The shady power brokers and low-level guards who run the game have not shown up most of the time. In any case, they're secondary in the main plot. This is a story of a class struggle loser and a star. Netflix said that the show has 9 separate episodes, most of which are 1 hour long, and the production cost is reported to be $21.4 million. Through a representative, Donaldson rejected an interview request regarding his improvisational performance in Squid Game on YouTube as mrbeast. Hence, writing about the same, he explained, recalling the time when he used to get super excited if any of his videos even crossed 10 views, jokingly. His tweet reads, quote, "I remember when I'd be excited if a video broke 10 views LMAO. Donaldson, 23, said in a tweet in November 25th, after it became clear the video was on its way to becoming a hit. Quote, "I'm literally living the life of a 13-year-old me would dream of every night, and I'm super grateful." Discussing more mrbeast's version of Squid Game actually lacks some serious commentary compliments, but that's kind of okay because at the end of the day, it's a YouTube video. Now, speaking of the time length of the video, it was around a 26-minute Squid Game video, a Scorsese entrance to mrbeast's work. In the video, mrbeast out loud stated that the entire production cost was $3.5 million. Yes, a massive $3.5 million. Is this guy for real? With that being said, if we consider Netflix's cost per minute of the series was somewhere around $43,500. In comparison, mrbeast's production cost was calculated to be roughly $134,600 per minute on his YouTube channel. Of course, both the platforms are very different and have different financing and working conditions, so a comparison itself between the both doesn't make sense. Although Netflix's funding is driven by paying viewer subscriptions, MrBeast stated that part of his own free-to-watch production was funded by external video game companies he promoted during the game. As a result, this is something that made things easy for his production team, and as it grayed out, MrBeast's product was essentially a carefully crafted advertisement. In addition, it seemed like MrBeast wanted to give some tough competition to Netflix, as he apparently skipped the Netflix show's introduction to the contestants and went directly to the action. Justifying his actions, MrBeast stated, "I recreated every single set from Squid Game in real life, and whichever one of these 456 people survives the longest wins $456,000. This is not it." MrBeast went on to explain and unreveal some facts that some of you would have not noticed. During the start of the video, he explained that when starting the video, avoid the iconic masks that cover the faces of the villains of the Netflix show. Of course, the guy is a real star and the creator too. In the first 18 seconds of the video, the contestants compete in the first game, red light, green light, in a huge warehouse-like space, which looks like a weird playground in the show. As MrBeast's video sped forward, its narrative efficiency and rapid editing exposed a completely different style influence on the MrBeast brand, American reality TV. Reality show editor Katherine Griffin stated that it really takes $3.5 million to produce a TV show, which is a notable amount of money, which is essentially that. In addition, Griffin has participated in The Amazing Race and the program including RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, and at the recommendation of the New York Times, watched the MrBeast video with an editor's stance. He did share some of his thoughts, saying, "One of the ways it feels like reality television is it's highly edited, it's super fast-paced, and they kept it moving and keep it exciting by changing the music every 10 seconds, says Griffin. "It's visually very exciting." To be precise, Griffin uncovered reality TV's editing techniques such as engaging small sound effects and intriguing small graphics such as Prisoners of War, which have subtitles when things are expanding rapidly, or interesting instant repeats when something dramatic happens. Speaking of the editing, it also used real-time interviews with the players and edited each round of tug-of-war to be shorter than the previous round, which is also common in competition programs to maintain the smoothness of the action. At one point, the video briefly quoted interviews with contestants and talked about how they'll handle the prize money. Meanwhile, Griffin concluded every aspect stating, quote, "Not only is it professionally edited, but look at the production design, the copying of all of these sets. It's made to look like this fun little thing that people can stream on the bus or whatever, but it was a huge expense to make this video and a lot of professional people are working on it. But who? I have no idea how many editors are on it because there are no credits," Griffin stated. Adding on, he continued, "I don't know if YouTube videos do that, but it seems like they ought to because somebody should get credit for it. If this were a professional reality show on one of the networks, there would be anywhere between 2 to 5 editors working on this. Some post-production work is separated from the work of MrBeast's in-house editorial team and performed by the visual effects company So Crispy Media, which released its own viral behind-the-scenes video showing the labor-intensive work required to complete 350 shots of MrBeast's Squid Game video. As a matter of fact, some specific clips and scenes are hand-drawn and constructed like the show, but other backgrounds are created through CGI, such as glass bridges and tug-of-war games, making the contestants look like they're on a platform hundreds of feet high. On the other hand, one of the contestants and another YouTube creator named Nightfox stated in the video diary that the shooting in North Carolina was originally organized to take 2 days, but due to the technical challenges of the red and green lights, the game was extended by 1 day. No doubt, while Griffin has got some opinion about MrBeast's fame and rise, the popularity of MrBeast videos and the craftsmanship behind them reminded her of how the entertainment industry initially regarded reality shows as a less creative form. Even today, few people would admit that they like reality shows. In addition, Griffin stated that this is consistently a sort of guilty pleasure. There is a perception that I don't know that it's easier to grade, or to the way it doesn't require so much skill. No doubt, MrBeast's version of the Squid Game can be considered his dream play until he comes up with more exciting stuff in the future, of course. That was all about it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Let's know if you found this video informative in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. See you in the next video.